Chapter 5. Hope. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words, and never stops at all, and sweetest in the gale is heard. And so must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I have heard it in the chilliest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. Long, long ago, everyone in the world was happy. At that time, in Greece there lived Epimetheus and Pandora. One day, the Greek god Mercury came by carrying a box on his shoulders and looking very tired. They invited him to rest and refresh himself. Mercury said, "I have far to go, and box is too heavy and not needed for the journey. Would you look after it for me till I return?" They agreed. "I will leave it in the corner of your house, but please do not open this box at any cost ever," he warned. Soon, Pandora became very curious about what was in the box. Once when Epimetheus was out, she stole into the house and sat near the box. She could hear sighs and whispers coming from it. More curious now, she begged Epimetheus to let her peep into the box just once, but he firmly refused. Over the next few days, Pandora's curiosity got even worse, and she could think of nothing else. Pandora sat by the box and idly fiddled with the cord it was tied with. Soon the cord loosened and fell untied. Pandora heard voices call her name, asking her to let them out. Pandora thought that if she just lifted the lid and put it down again quickly, no one would know. Little did she know that in that box were all the world's sorrows, pains, and evils. She quickly lifted the lid just a little bit, and out they all flew. There were pain, hatred, jealousy, hunger, greed, anger, and a lot more. Just as Pandora was about to slam the lid down, a little too late, she heard another soft and gentle voice saying, "Let me out, Pandora. I am the one who will heal all your sorrows and bring peace to your heart. For I am hope." Since then, hope has been constantly around, cheering us up and helping us to look forward to another day. Hope is a positive feeling that in the end, things will become fine. Hope is the quality that gives us the courage to face one thing after another, with the feeling that sooner or later, things will change for the better. Hope gives us the inner strength to wait it out. That is why God gave us hope. Hope is a quality that fills us with brightness, which is why we call it a ray of hope. Our lives are full of events or things that happen. Each one of us responds to these events in different ways depending on our nature, what we believe, our values, and the way we think. Some of us are hopeful and others are not. Sometimes, events that seem bad to you may happen continuously. For example, if someone in your family is unwell for a long time, or you and your best friend have such a big fight that you are not on speaking terms, it just doesn't seem to go away. If you feel sad and upset for a short while, then you cheer up knowing deep inside that whatever happens, it is temporary and that things will be all right again in the end. Then you have experienced hope. Hope makes us feel positive. But if a person feels upset and thinks that things will never get better, that they are unfortunate and have to suffer, they have not found hope that remains undetected at the bottom of their hearts. Loss of hope is when our hearts and minds have shut out the light of inner strength or the voice of God. At such times, we feel unhappy. Sometimes when things don't work, we feel defeated. If we brood and continue to be unhappy, we become gloomy and despondent, then go into a state of despair, and finally into hopelessness. When one feels hopeless for a long period of time, one suffers emotional pain and anguish and becomes depressed. Today, 1 in 4 people is seen as depressed. People who are not hopeful try to escape their problems by smoking, drinking, taking drugs, and listening to mind-numbing music, etc. But these are just temporary things that give you a high only for a few moments. So the right time to catch it is when you feel unhappy or defeated. At that time, seek help from a counselor. Find something to do to take your mind off your brooding, something that makes you happy but is not harmful. One of the things that makes humans most happy is to help and serve them. Another way to beat the blues and become more hopeful is to go out and exercise. A good walk, some running or cycling to get your heart pumping is great. So is spending time with nature. Another thing that one can do is to create something artistic, paint a pot, draw a picture, etc. Finding hope in your heart, which is like Pandora's box, is up to you because hope is there somewhere deep inside. If you don't see her, you are not hopeful. But if you open your heart and mind, you will certainly be filled with hope. It is present in everyone's heart. One of the ways of looking at these qualities is that deep faith in God gives us a foundation of hope for the future, a future filled with love and peace. People who face great natural disasters would surely find it very difficult to be hopeful. In a moment, before they realize it, a hurricane, a cyclone, a tsunami, an earthquake, or a landslide changes their lives forever, destroying their homes, shattering their peace and joy. Only those who have faith and hope in their hearts come out of this situation with the determination to rebuild their lives and the lives of others. Abe Miner set out to rescue his friends after Hurricane Harvey, and the brave and hopeful man landed up rescuing more people than expected. Of course, he had hoped he could save many more. Hope makes you reach out to others in peace. After the earthquake in Nepal in 2015, people had to rebuild their homes and roads and find new sources of water. Kamala carried rocks all day to do this, even though it was not easy to carry the rocks and her back hurt at night. She was filled with hope, for the road that she was helping to build would connect the village to another village, a market, and a healthcare center. Hope makes you realize that your difficulties are only temporary. For these people and for us, each problem is like a tunnel through which the train of our life has to pass. The tunnel ends and we come out in the sunshine again. Hope makes us stronger and more peaceful. Let us sing, when the world is hurting, when life is so confusing, I am sure of one thing, God, you're by my side. When I'm feeling lonely and start to worry, I know God, you're near me and you're always by my side. And I can lift my hands to you, I can raise my voice and sing. You are who I put all hope in, I trust you in everything. There is hope. There is hope in the Lord. He is with me each day, I will trust him today. I have hope. I have hope in the Lord. He is mighty and good. There is hope.